So, Donald, Survivor is a complicated game. There's a lot to navigate. How has camp life been?
Well, Jeff, frankly, camp life has been a disaster. Disaster. You've got Joe and Barack waking me up every morning, stepping on the leaves and twigs. They get up before the sun has even come out yet, and they just sit around telling their little stories. They're loud, too loud.
Wow. So, Joe, it sounds like you and Barack are getting pretty close.
Well, we do have a bit of history, but I'm sorry, this clown, Donald, is blowing it way out of proportion. He wants to sleep in until noon. He doesn't contribute anything to camp, and he has the audacity to say that Barack and I are talking in the morning. Give me a break, man.
Very funny. We have Sleepy Joe saying that I'm lounging around. Unbelievable.
Oh, come on.
Barack, I'd love to hear your perspective on this.
Well, I cannot deny that what Joe is saying is true. I try not to get into these sorts of squabbles, but Donald has been a bit of a problem around camp.
Oh, I'm going to need more than that. I mean, just by the look on your face, I can tell you've been wanting to get this off your chest tonight. Is it just the lack of contributions to camp, or is there more going on here?
All right, fine. It's just all of the small, annoying things that Donald does. They add up after a bit. Some of Donald's comments are definitely not making it to air. Let's just put it that way.
Of course, it's the woke liberal PC cancel culture. What else is new?
Donald, do you know what comments Barack may be referring to?
Of course not. That's the whole problem with this woke PC liberalism. It's so very sad. They tell you to stop saying certain things such as racial slurs, but won't tell you which ones you can and cannot say. So now I'm left in the dark to figure out which racial slurs I'm still allowed to say. Unbelievable.
Wow, let's move on and talk a little bit about your tribe's performance at the challenge today. Joe, you were the caller for the challenge, and you seem to struggle to communicate effectively with your tribe mates. Do you feel responsible for the tribe's loss today?
Look, Jack, we came up with this system where everyone got a nickname for the challenge, and now it wasn't my idea. I don't understand why Donald thought this made sense. He gave us all these nicknames. Barack was Coconut, Donald was Golden, and I was Pillow. So I had to call out these nicknames, and I forgot, man. So I was yelling out, Pillow, move left, and no one would be walking. It was frustrating.
I should have been the caller. I would have been the greatest caller of all time. Believe me.
All right, so the challenge didn't go well. What happened when everyone got back to camp?
Well, it was pretty tense when we got back to camp. I started making some rice in the pot, and Donald wandered off somewhere. Not really sure what he was up to be honest.
Oh, so now I'm also not allowed to go on a walk? Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Barack, why don't you write me up a sheet of rules for me when we get back to camp tonight? Anyway, yes, I went for a walk when we got back to camp. I was so frustrated by Sleepy Joe and that challenge that I couldn't stand the sight of him. But I will say, Barack, you make some great Chinese food. It was tremendous. It really was. And I thank you for that.
See, Jeff, these are the types of comments I was talking about. Donald, it's not Chinese food, it's just rice.
What's the difference? See, the liberals don't want to tell me. I'm not allowed to say Chinese food, but they won't even tell me. Unbelievable.
Well, this has certainly been an eventful tribal council. It is time to vote. Boston Rob, you're up.